I got my super zoom lens right here. All right, hey, what's going on, everybody? Today is a really interesting day, to say the least. It's Friday. It's April the... Matt, what's today's date? 11th. It's April the 11th, Friday. And it's not just me. It's my buddy Matt right here.
What's going on?
So, Matt, we're getting ready to attempt to do a video visit with Tom.
Good old Tom.
Let me get you to hold this real quick
Right.
while we're talking. So, we did the video just recently, you and I, talking about the good deeds that you did for Tom and how good, you blessed this man. What we didn't share, and, we're not going to share until, I guess, you two talk about it, is the fact that things definitely didn't end too well between you and Tom.
Right.
We're not going to go into depth about that right now. I will say this. I know how ugly the situation got, and Matt and Tom have not talked in quite a long time because of that. Imagine doing so good for somebody and then all of that just going to hell in a handbasket is about the short of it. Since sharing Matt again here on After Prison Show, and then I did a live stream recently, there's been an awesome supporter of After Prison Show who's actually already visited Tom in jail. And Tom has said that he wants to do the visit with Matt. So we're getting ready to attempt that. Matt has his finger on the trigger, ready to hit this button to try to visit with Tom. And let's just see what happens. And you can put the mic back down here. So I believe that it's ringing on the jail side for Tom. Yeah, I guess what it's doing right now is, like I said, it's probably ringing on their side. Eventually it'll either say like the person's not available or something. I don't know. But it's crazy you were able to set this account up as easily as you were. With as banned as I am. Man, that joint asked me for a frickin' birth certificate.
Tom, what's up, man?
Well, other than not being exactly the place I want to be, I'm doing all right. How are you, buddy?
I'm good. What's up? You tried to call me, man.
Yeah, I just didn't want to keep blowing your phone up. I've been trying to get in touch with you.
I thought it was an ex-girlfriend.
No. You're a funny dude, man. How you been, man?
I've been good. You doing all right?
I've been watching. Not exactly all right, but
Yeah.
I was trying to get a hold of you. I could get a hold of Joe. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny. Can you see me?
Yeah, I'm looking right at you.
Hey, Joe's with me.
There we go. That's
You want to be on the After
about.
Prison
Hey,
Show
buddy.
from Locked Up Inside?
That's why I was trying to get in touch with Joe. I wanted to go ahead and document this whole thing from start to finish. How you feel about that, buddy?
I'm good, man.
That's my dog. That's my dog right there. How you doing, brother?
What's going on, man?
Well, it's another, fantastic day at, BBCJ. Yeah. So,
I'm going to let you and Matt talk, and then I'll talk with you afterwards.
sounds good. So I think I have enough money for one more visit on my end. So I had somebody put some money on my tablet. So I think I have like $6 on here. I think the visits are like $3 some change. So I went ahead and paid for this one. So I can talk to you guys.
Did he pay for this or you paid for it?
Yeah,
He
I
did
paid
pay
for
for
it.
it?
Yeah.
There's an option I selected.
Oh, shit.
I didn't know there was another option.
I paid for this one. Okay, so just to let you know, I wanted to talk to you guys.
Hey, Tom.
So that way you know.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the least you could do.
Yeah, exactly. The least.
There was no option. You just said let Tom pay for it.
Yeah, let Tom pay for it. I know. I got it. Let Tom pay for everything now. I hear you. I'm paying for it all right now. Trust me. So yeah. First things first, Matt. Let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Bad shit that went on between you and I at the end. Things, and I'm not happy about it, and I haven't been for a while. So I got sober, started getting shit together, and I was like, damn, I really need to reach out to this dude, man, and let him know what's going on. I had a lot of things going on with myself medically, not doing really good health-wise, but it is what it is. The situation with blood clots and stuff has actually got me kind of serious. So, yeah, it is what it is. But, ultimately, I had all intentions to get in touch with you, but I was still scrambling, still trying to get back on my feet, trying to find a job, the whole situation with getting kicked out of Tammy's house, shortly after the situation when you and I went tits up. You know what I'm saying? Everything just went nosedive. So, and then I started going to meetings, some other things. There's some other issues that we'll talk about. You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, I wanted to apologize to you because, everything that you did for me was out of the kindness of your heart. And, the way things ended was just, I wasn't cool with that at all, And like I said, I kept my mouth. I didn't want to say anything. I never said anything about it, to anybody else other than Joe and I discussed it. You know what I'm saying? And I, Joe didn't put it anywhere else, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Joe, that's what Joe said. Joe said, this is between you and him. Keep it between you and him. And I was like, yeah, that's the way we're going to do it. So, and ultimately, that's the way it stayed.
Dude, that day I was pissed, man. All I wanted was my tags back. And after I took my tags and you took the keys and ran inside, I ended up taking the tags off, walking down to Military Highway. I caught an Uber. I get in the Uber and I got T-boned in the Uber, leaving the corner there. I got T-boned in a van. In an Uber. I was so pissed off I didn't even know that I was like feeling pretty bad from getting hit. But I was pissed, man. I was ready to fight you, dude. And you got the keys and went inside, probably the best thing for both of us.
Yeah, that's what I did. That was the reason why I walked away. I was like, man, this is going sideways. This is not going to end well for either one of us. Let me get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
It just seemed like the thing to do. And I was pissed because I was like, why didn't you just ask? Hey, man, just give me the plates and, I'm driving you to the house and we'll take care of it that way. It just, neither one of us, we were both mad for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't ever work out for anybody.
No, I was still pissed. Like, I saw you driving through the neighborhood, and I was like, Tom can't be this crazy to come through my neighborhood, but you had a friend that lived in the neighborhood. But I'm like, but my thought process is what you was coming through the neighborhood. I was like, Tom knows, man, I'm crazy. But, and then watching the videos of you sleeping in the car and, doing the hood Uber shit. So.
Pretty fucked up, and it got worse. Trust me. There's a whole lot more that went on. December 2nd, somebody that I knew gave me fentanyl, tried to kill me. I wound up in the hospital, ICU. They left me in their car, driving their car. They left me at the light at London Bridge, unresponsive and empty.
So whatever happened to the car? Whatever happened to the Toyota?
The Toyota is at my friend's shop. It's parked in the back.
Oh, okay.
It's been there for a while now. So it needs front struts, it needs brakes, it needs lifters, all that shit that I can't afford to do anything with right now.
Should we go get the car?
You want us to go get the car?
Yeah. Yeah, I would love you guys to go get the car. It's titled, it's in my name.
Yeah, I'm glad it is because I ain't got to pay for it no more.
More, right?
I had like $80 in toll fees, man.
That shit was crazy.
That's nuts.
I'm telling you.
Freaking hood Uber. What happened with the lady?
Yeah. Well, anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Which one? The one from then?
No, where you stayed at.
Now?
The one that you stayed at.
Tammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tammy and I had a huge blowout because of that day out in front of the house with you and I.
Oh.
Yeah. And she kicked me out that day. So, yeah. She said, you pack your shit and go.
It was my fault that you got kicked out the house because I wanted my tags.
No. That's not your fault. Shut up, man. Shut up. Not your fault.
I'm just saying, I got T-boned that day.
Yeah, that's not your fault, buddy. Doesn't work that way.
Yeah, man.
Everything happens for a reason, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's the way it works. You know? That's just the way it is.
Are you in some kind of recovery now?
Well, I've been sober. I don't know how to start. I'm trying to figure out how to start this. Anyway, so I was with a girl who was going to AA, who was in an abusive relationship, blah, blah, blah. We got together. She was having problems with places to stay. I was having problems with places to stay, so we were helping each other out. She was battling recovery. She was dealing with meth. It's not something I mess with. So I didn't understand the severity of her addiction. You know what I'm saying? That she was hiding it from me and using anyway. You know?
Yeah.
So anyway, the reason why I'm in here right now is I'm in here for a technical violation. And then she got pulled over. When she got pulled over, she told me that she had a meth pipe in the car. Subsequently, rather than let her take the charge, I took the charge for her because she would have went to prison. Which probably wasn't the brightest thing I've done.
Weren't you on parole at the time?
I'm on probation, yeah.
Yeah, you should have took off running, Tom.
Yeah. No, I don't do that.
No.
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Tom, have you gotten your time yet?
I was doing the right thing. No, I haven't. I'm currently still waiting.
What are you looking at?
I have a technical violation. If I can do something with this possession charge, then it looks like I can, just get 14 days for the violation and be out. You know what I'm saying? In which case, then I'm just looking to get a job and get my fucking shit together. That's all I'm looking to do. That's it. That's where I'm at. And, well, of course, when I leave here, I'll be right back where I was at again. So, homeless. It is what it is.
In the Toyota.
That's where I'm at.
You can put the seats in the Toyota down.
Yeah.
Hood camping.
Sleeping in the Toyota.
Start making YouTube videos. Urban hood camping.
Yeah, not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, but
I don't have any of my property. I don't have any of my property anymore. I don't have any clothes. I don't have any phone. I don't have anything anymore.
Damn.
Period. Zero. All that's gone. That's what happens when you get locked up.
you said you got to do something with that charge. What happens if you wear that charge?
If I wear that charge, I could go away. Probably go. They wanted to work out with me going to CCAP for the work release program again.
I mean, that beats the alternative, I guess. Oh.
Yeah.
There was a call that came through.
Yeah, I had a call coming in. I blocked it.
How long are the visits?
These things are like 10 minutes. You still there?
Yeah, it just voicemail.
You guys froze up. Okay. Yeah, voicemail me.
No, I'm saying we're doing it on my phone. So if I get a call, it freezes you.
Right. It freezes every time. Right. Yeah. But I'm glad you guys are together, working together. It's a really cool thing. I'd really like to document this whole process, if that's all right with you, Joe.
No, yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously, look, there's an issue between you and Matt that took place. I didn't ever put that out there. And, I wanted to give you the opportunity to talk with him. And we got 50 seconds left.
47.
We'll have to do a follow-up with you, Tom. Just got to get back in there, man, and heal up. But I'm past it, bro.
Well, I mean, that's what I've been doing. Yeah. Me too, bro. I would like to get the opportunity to sit down with you outside of this situation and see, talk and rekindle the friendship that we had. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for any of that bad blood anyway. There's no reason for that. I wanted to apologize. That's the main reason why I wanted to speak to you anyway. But
I appreciate
we
it.
have like 9 seconds.
Yep.
You guys call me back. I'll be here. Captain's audience.
We'll talk again.
Captain's audience. Peace.
Damn, I'm surprised that went as well as it did video quality wise. Matt, how do you feel about all that?
Joe, I think the first call was with Tom. I don't know what the hell we expected, honestly. I didn't know if he was going to be all about Tom or if he was going to apologize. Or
Did he apologize?
He did. I'm going to take it as he admitted his mistake to some point, not the whole story.
Yeah.
But I believe in Tom's way, he might have tried to apologize that way. So.
There's going to be plenty of people who are watching this who are like, what the hell actually took place? And I want to kind of, paint that picture just a little bit because we are back in contact with Tom, and Tom recognizes that it is a time to, at the very least, I hope he recognizes at the very least, apologize for what took place. What we shared in the first video that we just recently did, refreshing people on you and what you did for this man. You gave this man a car, you gave this man $500 in cash, and you also put this guy to work. That was something else that we didn't talk about. But over the course of time of Tom working with you, you would start to see the signs that things were probably not going so well with Tom. You gave Tom that money so that he could go register that car, which he did not do.
Right.
And you wanted the tags back because it was racking up tolls. $80 in tolls, like every month or something. I don't necessarily know. It's not like you just tried to go snatch the tags away from Tom. You gave him plenty of time for him to be able to get those tags squared away in his name. He did not do so. Ultimately came the time for you to get those tags back, and that turned into an absolute shit show where Tom would leave you basically standing in the front yard of where he was staying at with no ride to get back to where you needed to go. And you literally had to walk from Tom's house. Like, when I heard that you had to walk, man, I lost my freaking shit. And I called Tom and, I laid into him. And of course, he was still pissed off about the situation. And, Tom was feeling the way that he was feeling. And Matt was furious because not only did Matt have to walk, he would end up catching an Uber down the street. And while in that Uber trying to get to where you're going, you get freaking side smacked in an Uber.
Yep. T-boned in an Uber after taking my tags back from Tom.
And then all of the bad that would come as well that you had already gone through.
Karma.
Yeah, all the karma of trucks blowing up and trailers getting scammed for. Matt, you really got a shit deal from trying to help a guy. And I was so, oh God, I can't even explain the way that I felt when this took place. And I'm going to tell you what I told Tom, and I don't know if I ever shared this with you, Matt. I said, Tom, nobody can ever find out about this. I said, because if they do, if they find out about this, this is going to be the absolute end of After Prison Show. Could you imagine how bad this is? And then Tom stopped talking to me and Matt. So, this phone call that Matt just had with Tom is not only the first time that Matt's talking with Tom since that particular day, it's also the first time that I'm talking with him as well.
Right.
But me personally always playing the bad guy, the villain, hey, this is my fault. If it wouldn't have been for me trying to help Tom get that freaking car, all that we were doing, Matt would have never came along. Really, what I want to say is this. I'm going to continue to follow Tom on this journey. And I don't want anybody to feel shitty toward Tom. What he did was a shit thing. But let's call it for what it is. Tom was knee freaking deep in addiction. It is what it is. It turned him into somebody that he's not. When he's sober, he's the greatest guy in the world. He can be. And that's what Matt was drawn to want to help him. And just because, I'm saying, well, I'm going to continue to deal with him because, I'm After Prison Show. That's what I'm going to do. And, that's what I'm going to do. The real question is, because when we did this, my anticipation was that, Matt was going to get fed up with it halfway through and just be like, Joe, take over. I don't want to talk with this guy. But Matt, the real question here is how do you feel from this call? Did it fix anything? Did it make you feel any differently? And I want you to be brutally honest, because if you say, man, fuck this guy, I can't do nothing but, nobody could do anything except say, you got every right to say that.
The call was the beginning, I think, for me. Believe what Tom says or not, I really don't believe shit he says, and everything was about somebody else got him, and everybody heard that it was somebody else's fault. So I think he has a lot to go to grow. I'm still a little pissed off, and fuck it either way. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube, but I don't really care. It's the beginning, and my past life as a Marine and going overseas, I'm addicted to the shit show. So I kind of love drama. I like to dig a little bit deeper and see where this goes.
Oh, you already know where this goes. You already know where this goes if you open that door. But here's what I also want to say as well. I don't want anybody don't kick the man while he's down, okay? Because clearly he is down. What he said about the charge that he's locked up for is, let me tell you something. We get pulled over, I ain't taking no freaking charges for nobody, all right? So I don't necessarily know what to make of that, but this is not in any way to make light of the situation that Tom is in, and if anybody thinks, oh, Joe's doing this for the drama, you better best believe that I am. I know what you want, and I'm going to give it to you, okay? But let me say this as well, too. Some good will come out of this. We will get the opportunity to document what's going on with Tom. And maybe there will be some folks who do want to show a little love to this guy, and I would encourage you to do so. He is in a bad situation. He's in a jail where everybody hates him at. We didn't even get a chance to talk about that. Did you hear that shotgun going off the entire time in the background?
Yes.
They got the kiosk right next to the toilet. Somebody was probably taking a shit the entire time he was doing the visit. Look, Matt, I appreciate you being game for this, because without Matt, this doesn't happen. Joe is so freaking banned from that app right there. There's no way that I can do this. Matt is the connection back into the jail, whether he wants to be or not. And I'm sure there's a big part of him that does not want to be that right now. And I'm dragging him back in. Come on, Matt.
Let's go.
You wanted to do this. Seriously, though. Look, shout out to Tom for at least, I don't even want to say for at least. Let me say this also real quick. It takes some balls. He knew what that was going to be. He knew that I was going to be there. The person who rocks with After Prison Show, who has already visited him, has probably already told him that. So he knew full well Joe was going to be right there with the camera. It takes some guts to accept that call, knowing that you screwed up and that you're going to have to wear it. And not only does he have to wear it, I have to wear it. Matt has to wear it as well, too. So again, this is not to kick this man while he's down. It's just to, I guess, like Matt said, see where this goes. See what comes of this. Matt, again, a very special shout out to you, brother. That's just a great shot right there. God, that looks Hollywood. I appreciate your willingness to do this.
I'm along for the ride. Let's do it.
Hey, and one final thing. Can I get your login information for that so that I can do this?
Yes.
Bet. We're back, baby. We are so back. Hey, shout out to Matt. Thank you, brother. I'd shake your hand, but I got the wrong hand available. Shout out to Matt for being just an awesome person, willing to hear a guy out who absolutely ended in a ball of flames. And shout out to each and every one of you as well who are hearing all of this and still not going to kick this man while he's down. Hopefully he can rebound from this. Will he? The chances are probably stacked highly against him in terms of that. Y'all take care. I know this was a video you guys enjoyed, so if it was, leave a comment, leave a like, tell Joe he's an absolute piece of shit, whatever you got to do. And until next time, enjoy life, the free world. Never take a moment for granted and make the most of every day. Peace!